case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for.
In 1907, the St. Louis Court of Appeals grappled with a courtroom battle, Embry v. Hargadine, that hinged on the interpretation of a conversation. The dispute centered around whether the conversation constituted a contract for reemployment of Embry following the expiration of his contract with the Defendant company, led by President McKittrick. Embry, previously employed by the Defendant company, claimed that following a discussion with President McKittrick, he was engaged for another year under similar salary and duties as in his previous contract. At the heart of this complex courtroom battle was a criterion as intangible as conversation, which Embry believed had assured him of continued employment. McKittrick, on the other hand, defended the company's stance, arguing that the conversation was completely unrelated to employment and denied any intention of forming a new contract with Embry. Despite Embry's belief in his sustained employment, the case's trajectory took an unfavorable turn for him when he was fired a few months later amid the company's budget-cutting measures. The trial court initially sided with the company, declaring that the disputed conversation did not result in a legally enforceable contract and thus upheld Embry's dismissal. Unsatisfied with the lower court's decision, Embry appealed, contending that his understanding of the conversation holds legal validity for the creation of his new employment contract. The Court of Appeals, examining the intricacies of the case, overturned the decision of the trial court. They ruled that the intent of both parties wasn't necessary for a contract. The court decided that Embry's belief in reemployment was reasonable enough to constitute it as a contract under law. The case was ultimately sent back to the lower court for further proceedings. The decision, it seemed, leaned towards the idea that if a party's words and/or actions were reasonably interpreted to show an intention to agree, an agreement would be recognized by law.
Case briefs, and so much more. LSData's got what you're looking for. Visit lsd.law, elevate your mind. Leave the stress of class.